Okay, we are going live on YouTube now. Hello, everyone. We're here by some miracle of God. I am here. Ben is also here.
Hello.
And we are not morning people. So.
So tired.
I don't know why Nintendo and the Pokemon Company decided that 9 a.m. American Eastern... Not American Eastern, just Eastern. Listen to me, imperialist. Versus like 6 a.m. California time is any sort of reasonable. Like, I know Japan time is what matters, but like, good God.
Sure is a time.
But here we are. We're a few minutes early because we were A, trying to wake up, and B, figured we'd do a little bit of discussion of Pokemon as a series and kind of where we feel like it's at. I do have a little bit of Pokemon background music. If it's too loud for Ben and I's voices, let me know and I'll turn it down / turn it off. But sound balancing, while not knowing what the actual official Pokemon stream sound balancing is going to be like, is hard. How you guys doing? People popping in chat. Dark Artist is here. Zachary Hughes is here. Cake is here. It's almost 3 p.m.
Zachary's attitude. I need to get mad again. I can feel that. I can feel that in my blood. Just like something's gonna set me off with this.
Listen, man. There's a reason that I set us up as the good cop, bad cop thing, because I know. I understand. I understand. I'm not critiquing you at all. I totally get it. But
wow, Killer Cake says they know nothing about Pokemon. Well, one, thank you for joining us. But two, how?
Well, I don't want to, pigeonhole anyone here, but if I remember correctly, I feel like Cake is younger than both of us, so may not have quite gotten sucked into it at the height of things like we did.
That would do it, yeah.
Pokemon, as of recently, does have a lot more waifus. There's always been some, but it wasn't designed as such, but now you know it's designed as such, you can tell.
We're at the point where the waifus are better designed than the Pokemon themselves.
God, I think I remember us talking about that during your little stream that you did where we rated all the designs of the Pokemon specifically. Actually,
you were there. I think the first time we streamed together was when I was streaming Sword and Shield. Those last couple hours, which were an absolute trash fire.
Well, that seems like a great jumping off point for our discussion. Let's talk about Sword and Shield.
Get the hot takes out right off the bat.
So, for those of you that don't know, I played Sword and Shield before Ben did, and then I actually watched Ben streaming it. And that was some of our first major interaction that we had, other than just Discord stuff.
Yeah.
And it was funny, because we both got the game as a gift from people, and neither of us had originally intended to get it. So
I had pre-ordered it, and then as things were coming out about it closer to release, I returned my pre-order.
Right, yes.
I very rarely do, and I use the money to buy Death Stranding instead.
Which is a good choice. That is a good choice.
They gave me the money in cash back, though. That was weird.
Oh, that is odd. That is very strange.
Bills. I was like, what? Okay.
So I came away from Sword and Shield with a generally positive feeling. It's by far my least favorite of the games. And that was the case even before the ending. Because the ending is a whole different kettle of fish. But you didn't have quite as positive of a feeling right off the bat, although there were things that you seemed to enjoy more than you expected, right, Ben?
I'm one of those freakazoids with the living Pokedex, where I catch individually one of every single Pokemon, and I've carried them forward from game to game since Ruby and Sapphire. Like, that's kind of been, like, the main point of the game to me, is just, like, having all the Pokemon, collecting all the Pokemon, building up teams, and using them in the future. And that's, like, the one thing I love about the franchise is it's future-proof like that. And when they cut that out, that was just a huge blow to me and a bunch of people.
Right, which I get.
And there's the quality of the game itself, which we can speak about.
That was, what was that event dubbed? Dexit or something like that?
Yeah, Dexit. I love the video where it's just like image by image every Pokemon that got cut played to like the song from End of Evangelion.
Yeah. I saw one too with where was the Thanos snap for each of them?
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, so no ability to maintain the natural dex, and like having a bunch of Pokemon not be in the game. Those are definitely two big downsides. And I mean, I agree with that right off the bat. I didn't even like, I hated that back in Ruby and Sapphire before they came out with the national dex in Emerald. So
Well, the thing is, in Ruby and Sapphire, it was in the game. Like, it was programmed in there. It didn't unlock until you brought in a foreign Pokemon.
right, but you weren't able to do that until Emerald, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, not until Emerald.
Right. But then you're able to like trade them around.
I didn't buy Emerald. Or if you got Coliseum or XD, and specifically if you got both of them and you didn't have Emerald, then you could complete the Pokédex with those two games.
Okay, cool. See, I didn't have my household switched to PlayStation and Xbox consoles exclusively by the time of the PS1, so I only experienced GameCube games like that until much later through my friends. So I was not able to access any of those, unfortunately.
I had this crazy system where in order to trade Pokemon with myself, I would use like the GameCube games as a bypass.
Hey, there you go. See, I have two systems, or I borrowed a system from my friend for the week, and I'm just like every night after school or whatever, I'm just hammering through trading mass quantities of Pokemon all over the place.
Oh god, it takes forever. The slow bump, 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 bump. You can't skip the animation. Dun, 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 dun.
Do you know what existential dread is? Now you do, even though you are 8. Oh god.
Transferring everyone, and I mean everyone, from Ruby and Sapphire over to Diamond and Pearl, where you could do it at a rate of 6 a day.
Was it only 6 a day? I remember it being 6 at a time, but I feel like we've discussed this before.
I am pretty sure it's 6 a day, because I remember that being a grind for like a month or two. Just getting everyone over.
Let's see here. I'm going to look it up because I feel like I definitely remember us having this discussion before.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, no, I do remember doing that, and it was painful, like regardless. So,
you can do the catching mini game, or it's like a Safari Zone thing,
which I found cool when I was a kid, and also I was drugged to the gills because I was in the hospital at the time.
Right.
Let's see.
Dark Artist says that's Pog, Ben. Thank you. I try to be Pog quite often.
So
the thing that, oh, sorry,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not seeing a limit. The limit, I guess, was that it took them a little while to show up in the Pal Park, but you were able to do it multiple times a day. So you had to like transfer them and then wait for them to be in the Pal Park. So there was still that delay, according to this, anyway.
Let's see. Here we go. In Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it was only possible to migrate 6 Pokemon to that game from a specific Gen 3 save file once per 24-hour period.
Really?
In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the restriction was lifted.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
There we go.
Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, that makes it even worse then. Good God.
Do you, Ben? Do you? I think he's trying to ask if I'm trying to be Pog.
Difficult questions. Are you making up clout for fake internet
Oh,
points,
no.
Ben?
Hands on my head like, oh, I've been exposed.
I need to like draw up a thumbnail with like it's like your face, but it's like the emoji and like big red circles around it, like Twitter artist exposed for fake clout.
Loxton and Noggin.
I feel like I've heard those names before, but I'm googling. Loxton and Noggin. it appears to be a YouTube channel. They make Pokemon or something, maybe? Their YouTube channel says, let's make a Pokemon game concept. So, it looks like they make Pokemon games and Fakemon. Maybe they do ROM hacks, I'm not sure. But yeah, so Sword and Shield is something that we had mixed feelings on. I enjoyed the story. Like, not the story itself. I actually, at one point, considered doing a, hey, how could they have made the story in this game way better video, but never got around to it. But the actual gameplay, like going through the Galar region, the wild areas, seeing the new Pokemon, like it was fun enough for me. But I think you were again less generous towards it, Ben.
I mean, yeah, the gameplay was sorry. That was actually the thing I probably just enjoyed the most about the game because I mean that more or less stayed the same, and I do have, I don't know, just that itch to just go through a Pokemon game. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed making a team. I still love all that part of it.
Yeah. Okay. But then the ending hits.
Oh my god. It's like Rise of Skywalker where just shit happens and they don't talk about it because they have to keep going.
Dude, yeah, it's bizarre. Like, I've never felt how rushed a game was until that point. Like, I know when a game's been rushed, but I didn't, like, feel it in my bones. You could feel that. Like,
yeah, you can feel it.
Suddenly we're fighting. Suddenly this thing is happening. Wait, suddenly this guy is evil. But wait, they were just talking. Like, he doesn't actually seem like he's that evil. And like, wait, now we're going up this tower. Wait, the power of friendship. Wait,
I haven't felt that since, like, I haven't felt the money run out that hard since the ending of Final Fantasy 15.
Oh no.
Have you played that one?
I have. Famously.
Oh god.
Famously, Jane and I picked a little bit of a fun fight in Land of Server back in the day because we know you and a lot of other people there don't like it, and we very much like 15. So,
I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean, like, 15 just got dropped hard by Square Enix, so I'm sorry that you didn't.
I mean,
get the rest of those DLCs and stuff.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But we also never got around to playing any of the DLC because of college. So, like, we just played the base game, and I mean, we enjoyed it. We played it over the winter break when the game came out, and we enjoyed our time with it. It was cozy. We've been actually talking about going back and replaying it because, you know, you can get like the full version that has all the DLC and everything on like Game Pass and stuff now. So, plus it just would look so much better on PC. So, but
Dark Artist is saying that they actually worked on the Fakemon game.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
Very cool. No kidding.
Yeah, that's super. Wow.
That's awesome. I'll have to look into it more off-stream, lest errant videos play and stuff, which has happened to me in the past. But, no, that's awesome, Dark. Also says, are you going to have something for a background now? I will as soon as the actual Pokemon stream starts, because I can't, like... It's not actually a video yet until the premiere, so I can't, like, pull it up on screen properly. Like, I can't full screen it, so I figured I'll just wait. And then just let some music play in the background.
What are we in? Are we in, like, the starting soon realm?
It just says premieres in 5 minutes. So...
Oh, we're in Black Void. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, no, we've been in the Black Void just because we are here. It's not like the stream is starting soon. We are here as a stream. It's just waiting on their stream.
We should have, could have, would have, and should have put up, like, a waifu pic from Pokemon.
Oh my, you know what? That actually would have been a good idea. If we had 3 functioning brain cells this early together, maybe we would have thought of that, but...
True, yeah.
Oh, God. Good lord. But yeah,
that was actually... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
That was something I thought about, like, just last night, where I'm like, what if a new Pokemon waifu appears and I have to draw them last minute?
I mean, you know, It is certainly possible. Now is the time for them to do something like that. Darkness imprisoning me. Exactly. Yep. We are one.
That's how they're gonna get the pessimistic crowd to buy the game. Just throwing the waifus.
Zachary Hughes says Bia, or is it B? I don't actually know what the right pronunciation is supposed to be.
B.
Is it B? Okay. Yeah. We could have put a B. We could have put a Marnie. We could have put up Nessa, or we could have gone back a little bit, gone for some classics, get Claire, Lorelai, stuff like that.
You see here, everyone, a man of impeccable taste.
Listen, I know who the good-looking characters of my childhood were in Pokemon. Okay, I know. But yeah, so Sword and Shield was a time for sure.
Oh man, we got 3 minutes. Should we talk about what we're expecting?
Yeah, we can do that. That's kind of... Thank you for helping me transition there, because my brain was shaking the rust off still. I am excited to see more of the Diamond and Pearl remakes, just because Diamond and Pearl is my favorite gen because of my time in the hospital. Ben, I know you have some choice words about that, though.
I'm so sorry for you. Those look terrible.
The sprites don't look great, but I'm good. I'm happy to get a second look at it and reevaluate my opinion today. But I'm not.
Sprites? Do you mean the 3DS models that they just like stretched out and made in HD?
Listen, man, I need a second opinion before I get too harsh with it.
It's the good cop, bad cop thing.
It is.
Like,
no, it is. This is why I went for that.
So disappointing. Why do they outsource? Well, we know why, because they're working on Legends.
Yeah. Which
the other thing. What are you expecting on that?
I'm expecting that frame rate to be real bad still.
Same.
I was watching Jane play some Breath of the Wild last night, and it's like they can't even get the frame rate down in that, and that's like the flagship launch title of the Switch. I don't have great hopes for Legends, but as a game concept, it sounds really cool, and they could do a lot of good stuff with it, but executing it might be a little bit more than they're ready to pull off. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, because Legends is kind of what I was expecting Sword and Shield to be. As a big open world kind of upgrade thing.
Right.
But now it's like a side series, and after Sword and Shield, I'm not expecting them to pull it off.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
All comes down to today.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be the Halo Infinite reveal, or is this gonna be something the Breath of the Wild reveal?
Or is it going to be the, hey, we fixed the game Halo Infinite reveal?
Oh, yeah, one this year.
Oh, God. Okay, it says premiere will begin shortly, so I'm going to kill the music. I imagine we're also going to see Pokemon Go stuff, Pokemon Unite stuff, maybe some trading card game stuff. I don't know. They said it's their biggest Pokemon presentation ever lengthwise, so there's either going to be a lot of gameplay presentation or a lot of stuff that they talk about. So we will see. But, okay.
Okay, do Pokemon games always launch like 2 versions at once? Yes, they do that to encourage people trading with each other.
Or buying 2 copies, one or the other.
You know how you make lots of money?
Note that that's not always the side case for the side games. Sometimes it is, like with Mystery Dungeon. Other times you just have like Colosseum or Gale of Darkness or things like that. So, why is my... Oh, right. My normal alarm that is I set for every day went off.
Oh.
For 9 o'clock. But, okay, Pokemon. Your premiere says that it'll begin shortly, but your premiere is set for 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. Let's go, chop chop!
The premiere shortly thing changed and showed the date, and I'm like, did they change the date just
my God. There it is.
Right.
That got...
2.
Wait. Play?
It's just on 2.
It is just on 2. Okay. I turned that sound down considerably. And we have display. Look at this very artistic 2, everybody.
I think that's like the generic YouTube countdown thing.
I think it is. I don't know why it's... I don't know why it would be jammed at 2, though. That's
It's symbolic. They're showing two
a
games.
little weird. Can you not do this to me? Thank you. I'm trying.
Oh wait, do you have it up?
Yeah, I have it up. I just, I was trying to get my chat on the right side of the screen, and Windows were like, what if we just all moved? I was just like, what if you didn't, though, please?
So loud. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's at 60. Okay, now it's counting it. Wow.
Hey, there we go. Why was it 2?
Someone screwed up.
Oh, God. Well, how's the stream sound level for you guys? I have it pretty low, because that was pretty loud when it came on, but if I need to bring it up, I will, no problem. What is this style? Hipster chic. Again, I think it's like Ben said, I think this is just the YouTube premiere thing, because I had something similar when I premiered the Nier Replicant finale, so...
Yeah, I remember that, and I've seen other streams have it as well. This one looks kind of different. Though.
Yeah, I think there's a different one.
Same music.
Yeah, I think they randomize it. It sounds alright for now.
Cool. Pokemon or Nintendo? Sounds alright. Okay, good.
Yeah, this is definitely the YouTube side of things. I don't think there's anything Nintendo can do about that. That's just the nature of doing a premiere.
Pikachu's been transmogrified to a TV. Help him.
Oh god, you are very quiet, sir. We're gonna bring you up.
Today, I'm happy to share with you our latest updates on a number of games.
This is the voice that mocks me in my dreams.
First, I'd like to share some news.
They gotta get this voice closer to the mic.
Oh, they're talking about Unite first, huh?
Okay. I know you've had your reservations about Unite for a variety of reasons, but from a pure gameplay standpoint, I've actually enjoyed what I've played with my friends. It's better than I expected it to be.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's simple. You know, it's not as complicated as something like League of Legends or something like that, of course. But
Of course.
it's fun. You know, it's just like running around as like Charmander or whatever, and then like mid-fight you got enough XP to evolve, so now you're Charmeleon, and like your buddy's backing you up with like Jigglypuff or Snorlax or something. Like, then like an enemy Talonflame... An enemy Talonflame comes swooping out of nowhere. You're like, oh my god! Ah! So, no, it's pretty cool. And the animations are really good, so.
Also receive Zeraora's Unite license as a launch bonus. The Unite license can also be used...
Very quiet. Yeah, they're very quiet on their end. I'll bring it up some more. Again, that man sounds like he's sitting 10 feet away from the mic.
I'd like to give you all
Look at that really sad Arceus in the top left.
that are slated to join in future...
Oh my god, it's so small! What the hell? Oh, cool, they're adding Mamoswine. I love Mamoswine. Boo unites to Zachary. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I honestly...
Sylveon, that's going to get a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I only started playing it because a couple of my buddies were like, hey, yeah, we downloaded it. It's free, whatever. And we'll check it out. And then, yeah, it was a fun game to just screw around in. And because you have any level of cohesion, crush people.
Unite in the future. Now, I'd like to share some news about
Other games.
Other games.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This
So you're saying about Unite? How was your experience with Unite?
Well, I honestly, like, legitimately, I do enjoy it. You know, of course, it's a free-to-play MOBA title, so you've got Battle Pass stuff and whatever, but, like, there's a lot, like, I actually was struggling to see the point of actually paying for anything. Like, there's so much stuff that is just, like, free cosmetics and free unlocks of Pokemon and, like, all different stuff. And of the cast, I think 21 Pokemon that you can play as, you start with, like, 3 free, and then there's a rotating roster every couple days of, like, 5 more. And you unlock...
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, and you unlock the ability to get another one after, like, 3 or 4 games. So it's, like, it's not bad at all. It's very pay to win, you've heard and seen. That was not my experience. I heard that, but actually being in there, like,
if you buy Gengar, you just win.
Gengar is strong, but like having team cohesion is way more important. Like me and my buddy Eric, we killed a lot of people playing as Gengar, just because we were playing together and communicating, and we were just able to outplay them. And I haven't paid for anything in the game. And, I mean, I've lost maybe 2 or 3 games out of the 10 or 15 that I've played. So,
wow, look at you.
yeah. We also play and played a lot of MOBAs. We, like, started playing League in Alpha and never stopped playing for years, and played Heroes of the Storm for a while. People have played other games like that, so...
Not right.
We
I
are
have no
adapted.
MOBAs. Did you ever play Masters ZX?
I did not.
I streamed it it came out early in Canada, so I streamed it and I played a bit of it, and the rates suck, so I didn't keep playing. And the grind also sucks.
Yeah, I like Pokemon for Pokemon, not for gacha. Like, like I like Fire Emblem for Fire Emblem, but also like Heroes brought so many games and characters into the light that no one had ever heard of before that I like it. But like I know all the Pokemon stuff. Get 3,000 gems.
You won't want to miss it.
Oh, Pokemon Go is 5 years old. Wow.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about that the other day. The summer of Pokemon Go was so long ago.
Older and younger at the same time.
Pokemon that were first discovered in the Galar region appearing in the wild.
Wooloos!
I love them just raining from the sky.
That's so good. Release the Wooloo storm.
Oh no, I've destroyed my roof.
But they're so cute, I can't even be mad. Wait, Zacian? I thought it was like Zacian or something. Huh.
Oh, it was Zacian, but...
I mean, I have a history of mispronouncing things that I've only ever read before.
It's not like the games have voice acting or anything.
God. Yeah, I like Go as well. Yeah, absolutely. Again, the summer of Go was great, especially because I was in college, I was working as a bouncer, so like... Oh boy, here we go.
It's time.
Oh boy.
Wow, the graphics look great now. Wow.
Not actual gameplay footage.
Oh.
Oh, Turtwig, I love you, you adorable little bastard.
Release the Wolves. They killed him. Oh, okay, there.
My boy Turtwig is strong. He will not be defeated by such simple drops. I did work as a bouncer cake.
Why'd they do that?
You know, to show how tough he is, I guess. Oh, because he couldn't jump, so they wanted to help him jump.
I am very nostalgic for that specific text box and text box sound effect.
See, like,
Whoa,
I like the
cool.
overworld. The sprites are just awkward, but I like the overworld and everything.
Sketching this trailer in weird ways.
But like, I love the way the world looks. I think it's very cute.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with having like a chibi style overworld. Oh, we got partner Pokemon.
Hey, excellent. And it is like X and Y where you have like you're not on the grid, so. And see, I like the battle sprites for the trainers and the Pokemon and stuff. Like they look good. Yeah, anything that isn't the overworld sprites looks fine to me.
Oh my god, they're zooming in so far on the text boxes.
They are, and I'm not sure why. Turtwig is your favorite starter? No, me too, man. Oh, absolutely. Turtwig is like up there in my list of favorite starters. Oh, we have clothes.
Okay, that's something. Fuck. Because like that was my biggest complaint is there's absolutely no new designs for any of the characters. And
well, there
that's
you go.
Something. Hey, the underground.
Oh, the underground. Let's go. I love the Grand Underground.
Fuck, that looks exactly how it should.
Beautiful. I don't know, man. I'm excited for these.
Oh, I'm not buying this at all, but...
Oh, I know you're not, but I am.
Oh, they have, like, different areas in the
Oh, interesting.
They're
cool.
actually doing more stuff with it.
We got biomes. Very nice.
That's like the first single upgrade I've seen.
Well, that and the clothes.
Yeah, and the clothes.
Ah, Team Galactic, excellent.
Okay, what's this? Oh, it's just
Their music is cool. I like this like remix version of it.
Pokemon. Just zoom in on the word.
I know, right? Myths. Myth.
Time, space.
Just-
Guys.
It's like they wanted to spend as little time actually letting people look at the overworld sprites as possible.
What do you mean?
But no, I'm absolutely getting this. I have to, just because these games are so special to me. But again, I
Fair
like
enough. I was like that with Ruby and Sapphire. So.
Yeah, and other than the overworld sprites, it all looks good to me. So I'm excited. November 19th, let's go. We did know that already, if I remember correctly, but
Yeah, that was already revealed.
awesome.
So is half of this going to be about Legends then?
It might
It's
be.
now just 3 months away.
I don't know how long it's supposed to be, the overall
Let's
presentation.
review the main points of these
I think
revitalized
30
games.
minutes. I
Is
think.
it? Okay.
God, those old games still look good though.
Oh,
Like,
they do. They 100% do.
And Pokemon
I would just play those again.
into Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl.
Oh no, we're still going on this. Okay.
We are, okay. Well, as they're talking more about this type of stuff, how you guys feeling in chat? How you guys feeling? Both.
Yeah, what do you guys think of this?
Yeah, like, of this, and then sound levels and everything's still good. This is always awkward when you're streaming a stream.
Of course, yeah.
And making new friends as you strive to complete your Pokemon.
That is close. Yeah, yeah.
Along with your partner Pokemon, you'll overcome the gym leaders of each area and aim to become the champion.
Oh, I've got to start with Turtwig. I love. Look, the funky little dude. He's so cute.
What the hell is with those rocks?
This
I'm sorry, those ones look like actual sprites just propped up.
This is Professor Rowan, who entrusts you with a Pokemon.
Sounds still a little low. Okay.
He's a professor researching Pokemon evolution.
How's that?
This
Let me
is
know.
your childhood friend and rival. He hones his skills as a Pokemon trainer through your friendly rivalry.
Seems alright. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I mean,
sure is
The gym leaders
Pokemon
you
Diamond
take
Pearl
on
with a
during
new
your
coat of
journey.
paint.
yeah, it's nostalgia
This is
bait. It'll,
Pokemon.
you know, that's what
Everywhere
whole
you
idea
look,
is with
Team
these, you know,
Galactic is
but
up to something.
It's just like,
There appears to be
every
some
other
sort of
remake had,
lofty
like,
goal
so
behind
much more
all
going for it.
audacious activity.
true.
Cynthia
I'm
is
wondering-
The
a
last one you
hidden
could
myths
fly
about
around on
Pokemon.
Latios
She's a
and see the whole
mysterious
world in
person who
3D.
shows up
Yeah,
at
that was
many
cool.
points
I'm
along
wondering
the
if there's
journey.
gonna be like some more post-game stuff, like there usually is with those
Gameplay
remakes,
features
you
from
know.
Pokemon Diamond and
Yeah, that would
Pokemon
be
Pearl
something
have
they
been
really need.
revamped and
I mean,
powered
and they
up
might
for
be
these
doing
new
that by
games.
expanding these like other game modes, like the
In
underground and the
Grand
contests and
Underground,
stuff.
you can participate in a number
Which I'd be
of
okay with,
activities,
just using
such
those as a
digging up
kind of post-game
fossils or
thing.
creating your own secret base and decorating it
Yeah,
with
that makes
Pokemon
sense.
statues. There are also places
Especially
I feel
con-
like the studio they got to
Pokemon
do this,
hideaways,
like, they
which
could have
didn't
given them
exist
a
in
little more
Pokemon
freedom,
Diamond and Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Pearl.
That's fair.
Apparently,
That's fair.
The Pokemon that appear in the Pokemon hideaways will change depending
Oh.
on
Like,
the
here's some.
statues
Okay.
you have placed in your secret base.
Okay, that's
It
cool.
seems that some of the Pokemon living in the
Ah,
Sinnoh
okay,
region
so
can
exclusive
only be
Pokemon to
found
the
in this
underground.
place.
So that's
be
a
sure to
post-game
fully
thing.
explore the
Right.
grand underground spread out beneath the surface
And
of
it's
Sinnoh.
cool, like having things like this now that it's on the Switch, so you'll have
You can
like
use the stickers
much
you
wider
collect
range of
on
online
your
availability
adventures
for
to
stuff.
Customize the effects that appear when Pokemon spring out of Pokeballs.
Oh my god, yeah, I
such as
remember
confetti or
when this,
fireworks.
like, the original was
Like
about to
electric
release,
stickers at
Mhm.
various
and all the
locations
people on the
along your
forums
journey
that I
and
was on were
decorated
just,
with them.
like,
You can make
setting
your
up
Pokemon
trades in
battles
advance
even
and everything,
Mhm.
because, like, it was going global.
Yeah.
Anyone could trade with anyone. It was a huge deal.
One new
Mhm,
feature that was
mhm.
not available in Pokemon Diamond
Oh, these
and
outfits look really
Pokemon
cute.
Pearl is the ability to change your outfit.
Oh, it actually shows up on your character
Oh,
model.
nice. Very cool. Yeah, it did not have a rhythm game, I don't believe.
Dance to the rhythm of the music, proudly show
Yeah,
off
this looks
contest
fun.
moves,
Yeah.
and aim for a successful show.
I always
Cooperate with
liked
your
contests in
Pokemon
Ruby and
to
Sapphire,
really work
so-
up the crowd.
Oh god, yeah, I love those.
Shiny
In the
Scarupia, I missed
Union
that.
Room, this release allows you to use not only local communication, also online communication.
I love how the
It's
stupid
allowing
online
trainers
room looks the
all over
same.
the world in real time.
It's the same, like, windowless prison that it always
With
was.
many other trainers.
Look at Lucario doing the Naruto run.
Oh, yay!
Get the Pokemon that appear in these games. Enjoy your journey through Sinnoh together with
Man,
your
if only the
partner
main
Pokemon.
games could do this.
Speaking of, Barkley says, I kind of wish it was more like Sword and Shield. Do you mean like graphically, or how do you mean, Barkley?
Yeah, well, I agree with him. I think that's what everyone was expecting, the
Yeah.
style to be like Sword and Shield.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like they didn't want to stray too far from the original graphics, though, lest they make people mad. You know?
See those character models right there in battle. Just have that
Right.
on the overworld.
Right. But people
Please
like
wait
the
just a
overworld,
bit
like,
longer for the start of your
small
adventure.
and cute and
But
kind of
that's not all.
chibi-like, you know?
A special Nintendo Switch Lite, Dialga
But
and
think for a second how the
also
region
be
would
released
look
to
like
celebrate
in
the
that
launch
style
of
of
these
3D,
games.
where you could actually like
This special
walk around and
Nintendo
things are
Switch
normal
Lite
sized.
stresses
Oh, absolutely. Believe me, I'm not contesting it myself. It would be
Mount
cool.
Coronet would
but-
be like an actual mountain. It'd be insane.
But I can see them not wanting to do that because they wouldn't want to piss people off, you know?
It will be available to purchase beginning.
But I do agree, it would be awesome looking.
2021. Look forward to it. Next, we have some information
Here we
for you
go.
about the Pokemon Legends Arceus
Oh,
game,
boy.
which is being developed by Game Freak.
Legends, yay! Being developed by Game Freak. Boo.
Oh, no. Oh, hello, guys. Oh, God, Cynical, please don't kill me. Ah! Oh, Rowlet,
Yeah, they
no,
were-
please! Ah!
The other starters were being all cute. These ones actually want to murder us.
My God, so aggressive. This is a tale of a time long ago, before anyone knew how to make a stable frame rate.
Oh my god. Alright, get that camera real close to the ground.
Is it just me, or does this look extremely low fidelity? Or is it just the
Yeah.
stream, maybe? I don't know.
No, the resolution's
Okay, I mean, it's using the Sword and Shield engine for sure.
Oh my god, NPCs! Replaced them. That guy wasn't animated.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, those are nice character designs.
Oh yeah.
People are gonna make fun of that water.
Oh my God. Yeah, they
Oh, it's
are.
a new form of Growlithe.
Oh yeah, what the hell? What's up? He's got like a little pointed
Oh yeah,
helmet thing.
Stantler was new too, I guess.
Oh yeah, he had like a whole big chest puff or something. Oh, it shoots out a little firework. That's cute. Yeah, it's...
Oh, okay, I was gonna wonder if they were gonna glide or not.
Oh,
Okay, we
yeah.
got gliding.
I mean, yeah, after Breath of the Wild and Genshin, how could you not in a game like this?
Mm-hmm.
Also, what was that, some sort of Braviary or something?
Yeah, these are like new forms of... Yeah, so you...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the ride Pokemon from
Oh, yeah.
the games that...
That was Ruby and Sapphire, right? Or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? I think?
No, I'm trying to say Sun and Moon, I forgot the names.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was thinking of the Latios thing from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Growlithe looks like a fuchsia dog. Ah, yes. That's what it was. Oh,
I
God.
got like actual boss fights.
Aggro Ursaring. Jesus.
Slap those red eyes. Wrong style.
Huh. There's styles?
Yeah, I'm curious of like what is the gameplay with this?
Yeah, we've seen very little of like the actual combat and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Cake, it's like basically Pokemon, but what if it was in feudal Japan?
Remember when Monster Hunter did that?
Was that this year? I don't follow Monster Hunter at all, so I would not know. The Pokemon attack you, apparently.
Yeah, they slap the shit out of you.
God, can you imagine if the trainer actually has HP? Oh, this is cute.
Kind of weird 3D, 2D thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like, reminds me of the cutscenes from Shadows of Valencia.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. I was wondering if it was that studio or not.
January 28th. Okay.
That's really soon.
That is really soon.
That
It
was
looks a lot further along though than it
Pokemon
was.
Legends
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Let's take a closer look at some of the
hello,
elements
presenter?
introduced in the video.
Here's the same footage again.
You know, yeah.
Pokemon
Looks
Legends
like it.
Arceus is a brand new title that opens new doors
Yeah, so you got
to
like
the
a dodge
Pokemon
roll
series
to
by
avoid
fusing
Pokemon
action
slapping
with
your shit, it
RPG
seems.
elements.
Mm-hmm. The fish Pokemon looks like the fossil from Sword and Shield. Oh, maybe we're actually getting some context for those weird-ass fossils. That'd be cool.
Oh, it's just, it's a Sinnoh region, but like tilted slightly.
Ah. I mean, that makes sense. We knew it was going to be from in the Sinnoh region, right?
Surrounding the mountain on all sides.
Heracross!
Yeah, of course.
Home to a rich variety of
Yeah,
Pokemon
Heracross.
ecosystems. In the future, this land of Hisui will come to be known
Yeah, oh
as
no,
the
that is
Sinnoh
soon.
region.
That is
Exactly.
very
Set
soon,
out
yes.
On an adventure with the goal of completing the first ever Pokédex for the Hisui region.
It's interesting that they changed the name of the
bustling
region.
Jubilee Village will be the base for your adventure.
But the town's the same name.
It's home to the Galaxy Expedition
Yeah,
team, made up
huh.
of people from various other regions. With divisions such as the Medical Corps,
That building looks so
Security Corps,
advanced.
and
It really
the
does.
Survey Corps, which researches Pokemon.
The Survey Corps! Season assassin.
Professor Laventon's field of study is the ecology of Pokemon. He came to the Hisui region along with Pokemon
Uh-oh,
he met
I'm
in
noticing
various
a
other regions.
distinct
He
lack
entrusts
of
one his
waifus in this
Pokemon to
game.
you. Captain Silene is the leader
True.
of the Survey Corps.
Wait!
That's right around Elden Ring's release.
Wait,
Oh god, well,
That's
I'm-
Cyrus's
He
ancestor.
watches over your progress with care.
Silene,
Oh,
Cyrus.
huh.
Commander
And it's
Commodore
the
oversees
Galactic
the
Corps?
entire Galaxy team.
Or the
He's
Galaxy
head
team?
Oh, so you're like the
has earned
origins
the
of
unwavering
Team
trust of his
Galaxy.
team members.
Got it.
When the
Interesting.
commander recognizes your knack for Pokemon research, he
Huh.
allows you to join the team
That's
and
kinda
has you
cool.
work as a member of the Survey Corps.
Maybe if you were like Proto Team Rocket or something in a game.
That would be an interesting turnaround. That would be
The
cool.
duty of the Survey Corps is to observe and catch Pokemon to
Okay,
shed
show
light on
us
they
how
live.
the
The
gameplay
survey
works,
team
please.
hold the key to unlocking the true purpose of your adventure, and in the course of your work, you'll visit various locations within the Hisui region. Your excursions outside the village will begin by preparing.
Okay, so
at
it's
a
not
base
totally
camp.
open world, but
At
like
these
there's
camps,
maps.
You'll be able to prepare
They
for
got
your survey
crafting.
work by buying items or crafting new ones from basic materials. In the Hisui region, you'll find that you'll be vulnerable to attacks from wild
And you
Pokemon.
die.
You-
Too much
Just
damage
die.
from their
Uh,
attacks,
yeah.
and you'll black out.
Apparently
So
you
use
do.
caution when
Goddamn.
you're out doing your survey work. When your Pokemon are hurt, you can return to a base camp to rest up and recover.
Okay.
Once you've completed a survey assignment, return to the village and report the results to whoever
Wormhole can
requested the
evolve.
job.
Holy shit.
Uh,
I had no idea.
goddamn.
Pokemon
Alright, here we go,
live all
Pokemon
over the
catching.
place. Get
The
close to them,
Pokemon
aim
seem to
carefully,
be at
and
better
don't
frame
fall,
rates.
try to catch
Yes,
them.
for sure. Yeah, the frame rate
You'll
in this
find that
looks
not all
decent
species of
compared to how it
Pokemon
did
react
last
the
time.
same way when they spot you. For example, some Pokemon will immediately flee, so you'll want to hide in tall grass when you approach them. Aggressive
Haha!
Pokemon, on the other
We
hand,
are in the
may
tall
be
grass
weak
this
in
time.
battle. There are a variety of tricks to catching them
How
all.
the turns have tabled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Throw a Pokeball containing one of your own Pokemon near a wild Pokemon, and a battle will begin.
Okay, so
You'll
it then
find that a
pops
single
out into like its
Pokemon may get
own
to act
map.
multiple times in a row. Depending
No,
on
I think
its
it's
speed
still
stat
in the
and moves that
overworld,
it
which is
uses.
one really
You can
cool.
also choose to have Pokemon use their
But
moves in two
I
different
love the
Oh,
action order thing.
yeah.
An
That's
agile
very
style.
XCOM.
Using a move in the strong
Huh.
style will increase the move's power, but the Pokemon's action speed will be lower.
Oh, that's
Using a
interesting.
move in the agile style will decrease the move's power, but the Pokemon's action speed
And it got
will be
combat
raised.
quirks, so it's not
Find the strong
just
style will come in
Pokemon
handy when you
combat
see
Yeah.
in
it
a different
as a battle
setting.
with one powerful move.
Yeah, I love
The
action
agile
order, like,
style is great for situations
cues and
where
things like
acting
that.
multiple times in a
Into the
row
Breach,
will give your battle
XCOM,
strategy a
everything that's done
real
that has been very
boost.
interesting.
Use these different styles as the situation demands.
Apparently
to
Shin
bring
Megami
Pokemon
Tensei as
to
well,
battle.
according to Zachary. Uh-oh, Chatot. Yeah, dude, I thought the same thing when I saw Chatot. I was like, uh-oh.
Wait, was that one lagging? I might have missed it.
No, it's just the
Meanwhile-
Chatot thing of, like, making Chatot say naughty things from back in the
Oh.
day.
Things like catching
God.
At least that's what I was
seeing
thinking of. I don't know what
certain
Zachary was
moves
thinking of.
multiple times and more. Seek out and meet lots of different Pokemon to complete that Pokedex.
How big's the Pokedex?
Yeah, if
I'd like to
anything,
introduce some of the
I could
Pokemon
forgive
within the
this
rich
game having a
cast
smaller
of environments
Pokedex because
that are
it's
spread out across
far
the
in the
Hisuian
past
region.
and there's probably going to be, like,
This Pokemon
less
with
traveling of
distinct
Pokemon
antlers
between
is known
regions
as
and stuff, you know?
That's what I was saying about Gen 8 the whole time. If they did something like this and cut the Pokedex, I'd be fine.
Right. Also, this
It
is
has strong
Weirdeer,
ties with the
apparently?
local people, and it has been treated with great care and respect in this land
Not
since
Stantler?
ancient times.
It's got to be an evolution then if it's got a
Garments
different
made
name.
with the fur shed from its beard, tail, and legs are highly
Huh.
prized as warm winter clothing.
I guess they
This
are
Pokemon is
technically new
vascular
Pokemon,
region.
or
It
just
can
the
swim with
ancient
great
versions of
power.
old, or
Vascular
Oh.
covered
Of
in the
newer
Hisui
Pokemon, you
region
know?
can evolve into this Pokemon.
Oh, no,
and
this is a
these
straight up
are possessed
evolution.
by the restless souls of other Basculin in their school
Oh,
that
it is?
encouraged
Yeah,
them
they said it's an
in
evolution of
history.
Basculin.
This Pokemon gains
Oh, okay,
power from
sorry, I
the
didn't-
souls
The-
possessing
the
it,
Stantler
and
they
it
didn't,
swim
though.
On and on without tiring. There are also Pokemon that can be found living in this land in forms that have adapted to the environment of the Hisui region.
that one's just Bravery,
This
but from another
Pokemon
region
with its
though.
Okay.
great, majestic wings is the Hisuian
Bravery could
form
have a
of
third
Braviary.
evolution. That's weird.
It comes
but
to
okay.
Hisui in the winter and can imbue its screeches
Actually,
with
you know what?
psychic power to
Basculin
generate
was
shockwaves.
not that big before.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure.
This
So like
Pokemon,
now
which
you
works
can
with a
ride on him, I
partner,
guess.
is the
Yeah.
Hisuian form of Growlithe. It is a very wary Pokemon.
This just looks
and
how
adheres
Growlithe
to
would look
protect
if they
its
designed him
territory.
now and not in the
Hisuian
90s.
Growlithe's
True.
soft fur is an excellent
They would make it
insulator,
much more
allowing it to
simple,
stay
much more
active
appealing
and
shapes
lively
on.
even in this chilly land.
It's cute
The horn
though.
on its
Yeah.
head is made of
yeah,
rock, but
I'll-
it breaks easily.
Oh.
So Hisuian Growlithe uses it only when it'll have
The top of
greatest
its head is
effect.
made of rock, it said?
The Pokemon
Oh.
are
So it's gonna be
the
fire
key
rock?
to this story. But what connection does it
Yeah, that
have
makes
to
sense.
your adventure?
Yeah, Zachary agrees. They can accept the smaller decks here for those reasons.
Yeah.
Like, it makes
Not
sense.
Sword and Shield.
It's a story reason, so, like, I'm okay with that, but...
Well, if they're overhauling the gameplay, then it's like, okay, it makes sense. You can't
Right.
carry over the old Pokemon from the
Those were our
GBA
latest
games.
updates
Right, right.
on these new entries
Sword
in
Shield
the
didn't do
Pokemon
that.
series.
True. It's very mournful music.
Pre-orders for Pokemon Legends Arceus.
The death of Pokemon.
Right? Like, what the hell?
This is
Pokemon
the
Shiny
final.
Pearl will become available
This is
on Nintendo eShop after this.
This is their awakening moment. They gotta
We'd
pull out
also
all the
like to
stops.
announce that support for these titles is planned to come
the
to
thing you have to pay extra money for.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Home.
mobile devices in 2022. Keep an eye on our upcoming announcements for further details. As for the ranked battles that so many of you continue to enjoy, these will take place as before
okay.
in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Okay.
Hope you all have fun participating in even more competitive
These
play.
are not really Gen 8 games.
Yeah,
Even though they're
no.
coming out. Gen 8.
Those are all the latest updates we can share with you today.
I guess I figured keep
Hope
this
you're looking
infrastructure
forward
localized to
all
the
exciting
system that already
adventures
exists.
to come. Thank you all for tuning in and watching.
I know some people are crying right now. Why didn't they show Gen 9?
I know, right? My God, could you imagine? Okay.
Saw people saying that this morning. I was like, what?
Wait,
the
are you
hell?
serious? Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow, man. That's. I don't often go for the you're being a little entitled route, but that might be a little entitled at this point.
Well, Cake seems impressed.
Cake seems impressed. Zachary says it looks decent. Barkley says it looks sick, which, you know, yeah, I mean, I would agree. There's some decent stuff going on there.
Yeah, Legends looks okay.
I'm gonna kick,
I don't know if I'm
our
entirely
music
sold
back
on
on
it.
here.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Get some Verbank City music going on there. Yeah, no, it definitely looks way less disastrous. Oh, it's whatever, dude. Don't worry about it. Here, you know what? I'll throw this up on screen for people to check out. Although now I don't have. God damn it! I don't have chat now. Un momento, por favor. There we go. Bring this over here. Maximize. There we go. Professional streamer, guys. Oh, yeah. No, I liked that. It was far less concerning looking than last time. Frame rate looked better. Yeah. There's actual gameplay. There's actual like information about things that are going on.
Not it looks just like a game now.
Yeah,
not a weird tech demo thing,
or not like a weird just like in-house mod for Breath of the Wild. Could use more waifu though, says Cake. I mean, you're not wrong. We did not see very many cute character designs, just in general, honestly, in that. So
yeah, they really dropped the ball on that one. They could have got people excited if they just.
True,
it's a really easy thing to do.
We don't know what other NPCs we might wind up encountering in the game, because like it doesn't seem like there's a gym system. It's based more around exploration than battle, it seems like. But you never know who you're going to run into, you know? After buying Madden 22, anything can impress me. Oh, Barkley. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh, you poor innocent child. Also, you are the Barkley formerly known as Jotun, I believe, correct? Based off of your profile image also being a Destiny gun, but I could be wrong.
Actually, they're Charles Barkley.
Oh my god.
The basketball player.
You know, hey, fair enough. Mr. Barkley, thank you for coming to my stream. It's always an honor to have a great like you here. Maybe they're toning down releases for the mainline games. Yeah, I mean, that would be good. They clearly need more time to work on stuff. But if Legends Arceus goes well, then I could definitely see them incorporating a lot of the gameplay changes and updates and innovations they made in that into the next mainline game, which could be good.
Like having the next mainline one actually be open world.
Yeah, and I do want to come back to that. It did seem like it's not completely open world. I mentioned it before, but it looks like you choose zones of the map to go to, and then you're probably locked to that zone.
It kind of reminded me a bit more of like Monster Hunter or something.
It made me think of Chernobylite as well. Not that that's super well known, but since I streamed it,
yeah,
where it's open world, but you choose a zone to go to for your mission, do your mission, and then presumably go back to town. Which is fine. I think that's still good. And if it helps them kind of develop the game in such a way that they can manage it more without having it be true like Skyrim levels of open world, then fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, Game Freak is not Monolith Soft, so
no,
I think this is probably the most they could do.
I do have a lot of open tabs, Cake, between game guides and ideas and things I'm working on for videos and like other resources that I need for other stuff. I always have a lot of tabs open. Okay, yep, Barkley is the artist formerly known as Jotun. Well, welcome back. Zachary says they would love that, actually. I think that could be a decent model. Have a new series of mainline games every, like, 2, 3, 4 years, even. And then have intermediary games in between that explore new territory. And more importantly, help them refine new techniques and other things that they would want to do to put into the mainline games. I feel like that would make it for a much healthier environment for both the devs and for the customers and players, you know?
Well, I think they've been doing like each generation at that speed, but for the most part, it's been a lot on Game Freak's shoulders. So if they got other studios doing remakes like they are now, then maybe that could help lighten the load and, you know, maybe up the quality of what we've been getting.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I do think that would make sense, and it seems like Nintendo recently has been getting on that train of getting other studios to do remakes and stuff. Like we have, What's Its Bucket, the Shantae devs doing the Advance Wars remake, you know?
Yeah, Way Forward. Sorry, I thought you were going to go into this right. Yeah, Mercury's team doing that. Way Forward doing Advance Wars. They usually have like another team doing the smaller Zelda games.
Like the
Link's Awakening remake or
Yeah.
like, between worlds and such.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And now that Nintendo's kind of opening up to that, Nintendo's been doing that with like just third-party devs in general as well. What's up?
I don't know. There's a big Reshiram screaming on
Oh,
screen.
yeah, the I believe the art for the music changed because we are partway through the video, so they changed the art. But yeah, like Nintendo seems to be coming around to the idea that they can't just do everything in-house with their in-house teams and everything anymore, which is good. That's good. So I think we're definitely going to see some level of improvement in quality in Legends Arceus, just because, like you said, it's not all on Game Freak now. That it remains to be seen if it's going to actually be good, but I think the odds are better now, at least.
It looks okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, we need to see a lot more, but
yeah, I'm not like, oh my god, it's amazing, but it looks like it's a fine game, and people will be like, I really like this, and I'll be like, it's fine, I guess.
I do like that they have the combat like action order system and adding some like dynamic type of strategic gameplay to the combat based on
Yeah, that part's really good.
Yeah, needing to choose like what types of style the move is and how that's going to affect your turn order and things like that.
Part of me was really worried it was just going to be, hey, it's Pokemon, you walk around a bit bigger area and the battle's the exact same.
Yeah.
A smaller roster of Pokemon.
Yeah, no, that's a fair concern, but it seems like we're avoiding that. And I like, too, that you're kind of... Like, you're choosing when you actually want to battle. Like, you're just avoiding stuff and, like, being stealthy and everything, and then you choose, hey, I'm going to throw my Pokemon out there now, and we're actually going to have a battle. That's cool.
Yeah, that's true, because, yeah, before that it was just all random battles, which, I mean, yeah, in a 3D environment like that, you can't exactly have that.
Right. Like, we did it a little bit in Sword and Shield in the wild areas when you were in tall grass, but other than that, you know, you always had the overworld sprites, and it was kind of like, well, can I outrun this thing if I don't want to fight, or am I fighting it? It seems like here you have a greater variety of choice in that, which is good.
Oh, that'd be hilarious, though. You just have, like, an open world thing, and it's like... And then Arcanine shows up, and you cannot outrun that, so you have to battle.
You know, I mean, we know that there's Growlithe. It could happen. We could see Hisui and Growlithe.
Canonically have the same speeds that they do.
Oh my god. Arcanine...
Because Xenoblade always has this thing where they drop, like, level 80 enemies in the starting area, but, like,
God.
imagine that for Pokemon.
Dear God. What would you even do? There'd be no escape, especially now that the Pokemon can attack you directly. What would you like? Arcanine, use extreme speed. Your ass is grass, kid. If they make Arceus a very story-heavy game, says Barkley, which I think they will, then this game is going to go over well. I'm super excited. It definitely seems like it would be. Like, we've got ties back to the Sinnoh region and, like, Cyrus's ancestors and, like, the Galaxy team and things like that. We're learning about Pokemon, doing research. It gives a reason for the Pokedex to exist beyond just actually collecting things, which is cool. Hopefully find ways to make all the Pokemon somewhat viable, too, like Typhlosion. How do you mean, Zachary? How do you mean? Like, actually in this? Because, I mean, I think Typhlosion's... Or, right. I mean, I think Typhlosion's... Typhlosion's, like, okay, just not in a competitive sense, right? Or
I think they picked the starters just based off, like, what would fit the region that they're going for.
Oh, sure. I'm just thinking, like, is there something that I'm not aware of that makes, like, Typhlosion bad in combat or something?
Oh, yeah, Typhlosion had that YouTube drama where he apologized for it.
Oh, my God.
The apology did not go over well. He said some
God.
things that should not have been said.
Oh, my God. Cake says...
I used to be a fan of Typhlosion up until that.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Cake says healthy dev environment is always important. 100%. Absolutely agree. Much rather get games on a longer timeline and have devs be happy and healthy and the games be good. Absolutely. And I know, I mean, you're a big proponent of that because you've experienced crunch, obviously not in game dev, but in other ways.
Yeah, after working crunch on several huge projects, it's just, yeah, you need to let people sleep and just so they could, operate and function properly.
Well, I remember when you had big crunches going on and you'd just be messaging people in Discord and just be like, I just got home, I was at the office for 14 hours and I have to be back in 6. I'm gonna go die now. And we're like, bro, what? Oh my god. So, yeah, no, that's...
It can be rough.
Oh, that's... We need to find better ways of making stuff. At this point, that's not acceptable anymore, so... I mean, it was never acceptable, but, like, it's time to put the foot down, you know?
Yeah, if only they had a lot of money and could just hire more people to work on it. That's always the biggest sticking point, is just this being the most profitable franchise on Earth.
Yeah.
And they have, like, probably on the smaller side of, like, what video game dev teams are in AAA.
Yeah, it's rough, because, like, you don't want to balloon your team size out, because that just causes bloat and slowdown due to difficulties in communication, but, like, you need to have an appropriate level of dev support for whatever it is that you're trying to work on. And if you're doing a bunch of new stuff, like with Sword and Shield, you need to make sure that you've got the team that can respond, both in experience and in numbers.
Yeah, like, they don't need, like, Ubisoft numbers where they got, like, 18 studios around the world trying to coordinate all of them, and they all keep dropping the ball constantly. And all the miscommunications there, but just, like, maybe make a bigger fucking team than what you got.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think that is a fair point to make, for sure. Barkley says, the main problem with the Sword and Shield DLCs was that they could be finished in less than 4 hours, and after that, it's just the same old Pokemon. I can agree with that. I did wind up, I think I told you, Ben, I didn't do videos on it, but I kind of did well, I'll bite the bullet and I'll try the DLCs so that other people don't have to, because I like the games enough that I could justify at least playing the DLC. And they were fun. Like I told you, Ben, like there was stuff that they did in that I was like, oh man, if this was in the base game, it would have been way better. Like the gimmick about like the old martial arts master that trained slowpokes so well that they became super fast, and they had like ridiculous Wile E. Coyote like spinning leg animations and dust trails as they took off into the distance. Like shit like that's fun. Like do more stuff like that in Pokemon. And that made the DLCs very charming for me. But like you're saying, Barkley, they were very short, and once that stuff's done, you have like a couple little side activities to do in the background, and then you're doing like max raids and stuff like you would be doing in regular Sword and Shield. And it's like, not super interested in that. They had, did you see they did like a sort of roguelike dungeon crawler in the second DLC, Ben? Did you hear anything about that?
No, what, like Mystery Dungeon? Or?
Sort of. So basically how it worked, it was honestly more like Slay the Spire, if you've ever seen anyone play Slay the Spire.
I haven't, sorry.
So, no, it's fine. So basically how it worked is you went in, and it was 4 people, and, if you played with, like, you and a buddy, it would be the 2 of you and then 2 NPCs. And it was a map, and you could actually choose the directions that you were going to go based off of, like, possible rewards. Like, you would have an idea of the Pokemon silhouette and maybe a type that it had. And then in between, there was things you could pick up, like held items and berries and things like that. And you would go, and you would fight the max raid battle, so the giant Pokemon as a team. And then one of you would get the option to actually switch your current Pokemon for the one that you had just caught. So you would go through, and the goal would be to get to the end where there was always a legendary Pokemon waiting for you. So you're trying to build a team as you go that'll be able to take it on. And then if you guys beat it and catch it, then everyone is able to keep it. And that's kind of how you get a bunch of the legendaries.
That actually sounds really fun. Why have I never heard of this?
Because it was in the second DLC, and at that point people were already so tired of talking about Sword and Shield, and it hadn't done well, so there wasn't a lot of coverage. But it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, I was tired of Sword and Shield 3 hours before it ended, so.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, like, the DLCs never had a moment like the ending of Sword and Shield. Like, they felt fully fleshed out and interesting. They were just short. But what they did was cool. So I'm hoping that that's indicative of what they might be able to do with Legends. Now that they have an engine, and they have an idea of what they want to do, they have a new kind of idea for the type of game that they're making, and it's based in an existing region, if not an ancient version of it. So they still have some resources and inspiration they can draw from that as well, without creating something completely new like Galar.
I have a feeling though that Legends is going to be strictly single player.
Maybe.
It'd be cool if they had multiplayer stuff, but that seems like something that, I don't know, they might do in a potential sequel, because just getting this thing to work might take all of, like, their resources.
True. And honestly, I don't really know, like, it would be cool to be able to run around in the overworld and, like, study Pokemon and stuff with your friends, but it doesn't seem necessary, you know? Like, multiplayer in Pokemon games...
It seems like an easy cut.
Yeah. Well, because multiplayer in Pokemon games has always been about trading and battling, and neither of those are the main focus of this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's been other things that you could do over time in other games, but that's always been the core of Pokemon multiplayer. So, if they're keeping the battling and everything on Sword and Shield, like they said, then there'd be no point for it in Arceus.
Yeah, the focus on that game seems to be like exploration and story more than, you know, battling and trading and the normal Pokemon things.
Yeah, which,
like you said,
you know what? Fair enough. I'll take what is basically going to be kind of like a fleshed out Pokemon Snap in a lot of ways, with other core Pokemon elements in it, and just make it a solid, enjoyable single player experience. I think that's what Pokemon needs more than anything else right now.
I like what Zachary's saying about the DLC. That sounds great. Really should have been in the main game.
I mean, dude, yeah, absolutely.
And not sold for $30.
Mm-hmm. I 100% agree. And personally, I think they absolutely could have done it, and it absolutely should have been in the game. I am not unhappy myself with having paid what I did for it, specifically if it encourages that level of investment from the team in base games going forward. If it doesn't, then, you know, it was an experiment and I won't do it again in the future. But the effort that they put into those DLCs, I think, should be lauded based on the state of the base game.
It seems like with every other Nintendo game that's been coming out on Switch, where they have kind of not that much content at launch, and then they put it in later for free, like Animal Crossing and Mario Tennis and Mario Golf and Splatoon and stuff like that, where then, you know, you get Pokemon where it's like, and this will be $30.
Right. Yeah, no.
And the Pokemon home fees and all this, it's like, you really could have just given that away for how successful this is.
Yeah, I do completely agree with that. I think that was
why they make their money, I guess.
I think that definitely was a predatory move and a very intentional business decision, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember how pissed I was when, like, buy the Sword and Shield armor pass or whatever it was popped up, like, is in the actual Pokedex menu in the base game. I still hate that, and like the bullshit of, oh well, here's like an island of armor slowpoke that you have to catch. We can't just let you knock it out. You gotta catch it, but it's not gonna be in your Pokedex, and you can't evolve it unless you buy the thing. Like, that nonsense. That was bullshit. That was 100% bullshit. Oh god, Reshiram has suddenly become dark. What the hell? You'll see. The art will change on it in a second here. But the content that existed in the DLCs, I think, was good, and I hope that they learned something from it, or they are applying things from that in Legends Arceus, because I did enjoy them for what they were. Other Nintendo franchises get more love, in-game ads. Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, what the hell?
Yeah, Reshiram became evil. Have other players invade, like in Dark Souls. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
At that point, I would say, like, kind of make it sort of like quasi always online, like not like MMO style, but like you run around, and obviously you'd have to keep people from like trolling in some way or another, but like you're exploring in the overworld and there's another trainer and they can just like be like, hey, let's battle. And like it's not just for fun, but there are actually like in-game rewards for winning and losing and stuff like that. That would be cool. That'd be cool.
I can just see the articles being like, here's what Pokemon and Elden Ring have in common.
Oh my god, you're right. You are absolutely right. Yeah, it was very scummy, Zachary. I was not happy with it. And again, I resolved to get the DLC much later. I won't lie, the pandemic also influenced my decision a little bit, because I was like, well, I've got nothing better to do. But it wasn't until much later when I saw a bunch of stuff in the DLCs that looked interesting to me, and my buddy said that he would get it too if I liked it and we could play together. So I was like, all right, I'll give this a shot. I'll give it a fair shake. And I mean, the Sword and Shield DLCs were better than the base game, so I feel like I made a decent enough decision. But
I can very easily believe that.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't played them. It's not hard to be better than the base game.
True. But like I said, if the
like
DLCs,
they seem to have upped their quality though.
100%. If the DLCs and their quality were what Sword and Shield was, I don't think there would have been nearly as many complaints about it. People wouldn't have been happy about the
probably
Pokédex
not.
still, but other than that,
Oh yeah, I'd still be pissed actually. No, I'd still hate it. But
but they still would have been
wouldn't
solid
be
games.
as much of a
Yeah.
I think Legends, like on a final note, I think Legends looks like it's okay, it's decent. It's just the moment you compare it to every other JRPG on the Switch, it looks less great.
How do you mean? Can you elaborate?
Something like Xenoblade or Shin Megami Tensei. Just the level of polish there compared to Pokemon is like, if you put them side by side, it's like, oh god.
Do you just mean like
Or
from
even
a
stuff like that
graphical
weird
standpoint,
Yokai
or-
Watch game that they have as open world now. It's just like looks miles better than what Pokemon's putting out.
Do you mean just from a graphical standpoint or in general?
Graphics, yes. Polish, yes. Just the amount of animations that they have. Just, I don't know. It's a weird way to put it, but how much life that they have in that world. Where, I don't know, Pokemon still just feels very stiff, I guess.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Maybe it's the fact that it's the same character models and I'm just sick of seeing them. I don't know.
No, that's possible too. Again, we're going back into the good cop, bad cop thing a little bit here, but that's just, our personalities to a degree. I feel like compared to Sword and Shield, and again, if we're just comparing Sword and Shield to this, then of course it's going to look better, but I like the way the world looks, and I like the way both the character and Pokemon models look here more than I did in Sword and Shield. And obviously it's hard to say without seeing live, unscripted gameplay and getting our own hands on it and stuff. But I like what they're doing in that regard. And to me, if the core gameplay is good and interesting and they've got fun things going on, and the actual art direction and animations and sprites and everything aren't a dumpster fire, that to me is secondary for a Pokemon game. Not to say that the way you're looking at it is invalid or anything at all, and obviously we don't know how fleshed out the gameplay is actually going to be, but to me this seems like the direction that they should be going in and should have gone in with Sword and Shield, but they're doing it now, and I'm curious to see how it plays out in that regard.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that. I think more of what I'm saying is just in that bubble compared to Sword and Shield, it's great. In just the Switch's bubble, it's kind of really underwhelming. And then if you just compare every game out there to something like Genshin Impact, you can really see the huge difference between the two.
That's true.
I'm kind of really on what Zachary is saying. I think me and him are on the same wavelength. It's like, I'm still gonna wait on it.
Oh yeah,
Still bad. I'm still sick of these animations. God damn it.
No, and I want to make it perfectly clear too. I'm gonna wait on it as well.
Oh yeah, really.
Oh, 100%, yeah. again, like, I wasn't even going to get Sword and Shield originally, but then Jane got it for me for my birthday because she knows I like Pokemon, and I had been talking about it as, like, being vaguely interested, but, like, I was holding off. So at that point, like, yeah, I'll play it, whatever, and I enjoyed what I played of it, other than the ending. But no, I'm not going to get it for myself until I see more about it and learn more about it. I'm interested in what the ideas are that they're presenting. I'm interested in the world, but I need to see a lot more before I'll commit to that, you know?
Yeah.
I am curious, though, what you guys mean, like, for the animations. What animations specifically are you talking about? Because I don't notice that stuff as much because I'm not as artistically minded. So, like, what are you talking about when you say, like, the animations that you're sick of, Ben?
When the Pokemon doesn't attack and he swings his arms, and then it's the same arm swing you've been seeing since the 3DS, and you're like, yeah.
And there's just, like, an effect that comes out that represents the attack or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. I guess...
Where, like, if they really wanted to do some cool shit, like, not that I'm dissing on the battle system of this game, like, it looks fine for what it is, but if they really wanted to shake it up, they could have finally had the Pokemon action combat, where you have direct control of your Pokemon, and, like, maybe each of the face buttons could be a different move that you slot out, and those all have their own unique animations, and they would have to drastically decrease the roster, which I think they're kind of almost doing anyways, but they could have, you know, just, it would have taken a lot of development, but that would have been fucking amazing.
I mean, it's funny because what you described is just Pokemon Unite. That's how Unite does it.
Oh god, really?
Yeah. Now, granted, you only have 3 moves in Unite, and a basic attack, which is kind of like, you know, a standard attack, like a Charmander uses Ember for its basic attack, things like that. But yeah, you get 2 normal moves, you get your basic attack, and then you get your ultimate, which sometimes is like a Flare Blitz, or sometimes it's like a new move for Pokemon that wouldn't really have like a big finisher attack like that normally. And it works. It really does work. Like, I legitimately enjoy the gameplay of Unite. So if they could take that and apply it to a mainstream Pokemon game, I think it could definitely work. And maybe that's something we'll see in the next 5 years because of Unite.
Like, I think that combat works really good in a competitive setting. But with Legends being open world, could you imagine having all those abilities in an open world space, so you could use a Pokemon that, like, okay, this one uses his cut attack and you can cut down tree, gather resources from it, you can use this guy's freeze move to walk over the water here. Like, there's so much potential.
That's true.
They're not really using any of it. And like, I can't be like super detracting of the game for like, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, because that's like infinite complaints. But at the same time, you know, it's a little underwhelming.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying there for sure. That is definitely a fair point, and I was not thinking about that. So, again, Red Oni, Blue Oni. I'm glad that we have that. Or I guess in this point, if I'm talking about myself, good cop, bad cop, Blue Oni, Red Oni, maybe. I don't know. Analogy doesn't really work. But no,
I'm the Red Oni, right?
Yes, you would be the Red Oni.
Yes.
But no, you have perspectives on this stuff that I don't really think about, and they're fair points. Like, that is definitely a very good point. Especially because, like, I mean, you know, I love Genshin Impact. You really enjoy Genshin Impact. It is a gacha game, yes, but Genshin is doing so much that I think over the next 5-10 years is going to have a major impact on the way a lot of games are made. That
yeah,
it's a little odd to not see some of that stuff. Like you said, the freezing water thing to walk across it, and like that's a big thing in Genshin, obviously. And I'm wondering if it's just an unfortunate timing thing where like they were already deep enough into the development of Legends that they couldn't make stuff like that happen by the time Genshin got really popular.
But Breath of the Wild would exist.
Breath of the Wild does exist. That is very true.
It seems like they want you to think it's Breath of the Wild, but it's actually more like Xenoblade.
I could see that.
You wander around and you do the random battles, but then Xenoblade just has way more going for it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That is very fair. Yeah, it's a weird spot. I do have to wonder how much of it is like because the franchise is so big and so popular and so well known that it is restricting by its very nature, because there's things that a Pokemon game quote unquote should be, you know?
Yeah,
So like, there's only
I mean,
so much
like,
they're able to do.
they got that Mario thing going on where they can't like go too far off
Mm-hmm.
the main thing, or else it'll hurt the branding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that's why smaller things like, say, Fire Emblem, for example, have had the opportunity to do a lot more in terms of innovation and stuff, because even though it's popular and it's doing very well, it's much, much smaller. And even now, as it's becoming a flagship title for Nintendo in a lot of ways, it's still not at the level anywhere near of something like Pokemon or Mario or Zelda. So
Yeah,
they have that ability. I mean, again, that's the thing that people critiqued Zelda for years. It's just the same formula over and over and over. And then they did Breath of the Wild, and that was huge. And
Breath of the Wild's gameplay was amazing.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like, oh, the characters in the world are still kind of the same as they always were.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'd love for Arceus to be that for Pokemon. I'd love that.
Oh god, me too, but yeah.
It's not nearly as innovative as Breath of the Wild was compared to other Zelda games, comparing Arceus to other Pokemon games, but it has potential. It definitely does. So it's going to be a wait and see type of thing. It's nowhere near the like, oh my god, I have to get this game that the original reveal of Breath of the Wild was. But
Oh my god, yeah. I'm remembering that. Yeah, that was crazy. It's a little unfair to compare the two, but also like with the success of Pokemon, it's not too unfair. It's weird trying to like think this out, you know.
mm-hmm.
But
sure.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's. I think also the issue for Pokemon right now is people didn't like Skyward Sword in a lot of ways, but I don't think it was panned as hard as Sword and Shield was. Maybe I'm wrong in that because I've never been as tuned into Zelda, but if I'm correct,
Do you mean officially by critics or?
By the fan base more. Like people didn't.
Oh
really
yeah, the
like.
fans hated it. The critics loved it.
Okay. So I feel like Pokemon has more of an uphill battle that it's trying to climb right now. Like I feel like, and maybe this is just the nature of the internet now and coverage and things like that. Skyward Sword kind of slipped under the radar a little bit more in that regard. Even though fans did not like it, it perhaps did not get as memetically panned, I suppose we could say, as Sword and Shield has. So I feel like they have a little bit more of an uphill battle to fight for Legends than they did like Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild. But Arceus is also nowhere near as much of a development from Sword and Shield as Breath of the Wild was to Skyward Sword. So it's like, you're definitely right. It doesn't have that same level of wow. But it could be what the series needs. It could be.
It's weird because like that headspace of where Pokemon's at is actually like way off from I think the reality where it's most Pokemon fans don't give a shit about the quality.
True.
Like but the people panning it online where it seems like a ton of people, like way more than any other game franchise, is actually the tiniest goddamn fraction of the people buying it.
Isn't that just a description of the internet in general nowadays, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, for Pokemon, because it's the biggest,
Right.
it has, you know, the largest outcry, but also it's the smallest fraction.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
For something like Zelda fans like would probably have a bigger percentage of how many more of them are critical of the games or are like, I didn't quite enjoy that one that much, or you know, if they played a bunch of Zelda games.
Yeah, Zelda's kind of in a good spot where Zelda has matured more with its audience than Pokemon has. Not to say that Zelda's not kid-friendly or anything, or they don't try to draw in the kids and stuff with it. They absolutely do. But Pokemon, in a very different way from Zelda, has always kind of maintained that imagery and that idea that it seems like they're putting the, like, 8 to 12 audience first in their design. Yeah. And that seems to have hurt it in a lot of ways. Whereas Zelda hasn't had to deal with that.
Yeah, they're sticking to what they know, and I mean it does work, I guess.
It
I was
works
gonna
enough
say
to keep
though,
it going.
remember when they did the edgy GameCube games where you play as like the guy with the smirk and he steals other people's Pokemon? It was made by a
That's
different
true.
studio. Like you could not do that now with Pokemon. It's weird.
Yeah, I guess you're right, huh? That's probably why we've never gotten a Team Rocket game, right? Like,
I think this is the closest we might ever get,
potentially.
where you're kind of working for Team Galaxy, but they're good because it's the past.
Right. Yeah, I would love to see, and I mean, maybe it's a side game, maybe it's just they decide, screw it, we need to do something even more radical if we're going to try and kind of right the ship. But I would love to see a just straight-on Team Rocket game that's darker and more mature. Just by its very nature, like, Team Rocket can still be goofy, they don't need to be going around, like, shooting anyone or whatever, but, the nature of taking people's Pokemon away and doing nefarious things with them would be a little bit darker.
So fun. It'd be fun.
It would be
It's
interesting.
like,
It would be interesting.
oh fuck, what's that name of that game? There's an indie game that's literally doing that.
Oh
where you have
God.
Pokemon work as your slaves. And
Yeah.
it's really messed up.
Yeah.
You shoot the guns at them.
I remember what you're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was that called? I forget.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It'll come to one of us or someone in chat.
There's absolutely people who were sitting around and be like, "What if a Team Rocket game was like this?"
Yeah. It would be awesome. It would be so cool. And I think the fact that Pokemon is branching out a bit, like we've got a Pokemon MOBA, now we're doing this Arceus thing. They brought back Pokemon Snap. That's a good sign, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We brought back Pokemon Snap. Pow World.
Pow World. Yeah. Thank you, Zachary. Much appreciated. So, I think there's the potential for good things on the horizon. Like you guys, even though if it doesn't sound like it as much, I will be maybe cautiously optimistic and will not be going all in on Legends at all right off the bat. I am going all in on Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl or whatever the orientation of the titles is. But, yeah, Legends has potential. Need to wait and see, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same place. Like, I'm keeping an eye on it, but new games are $90 in Canada.
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
After tax, so I gotta pick and choose.
Yeah,
And
that's...
Elden Ring's fucking coming out then, and you know what's gonna have my time?
You know?
Elden
Yeah.
goddamn Ring.
Yeah. That is a... That's an interesting point. They're making a ballsy
It was the same thing
decision.
with Death Stranding. I was waiting years for Death Stranding, and Pokemon Sword Shield was coming out, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do a balancing act between the two, and then Pokemon just fell off the balance board on its own. I'm like, oh, cool, okay, I'll focus on Death Stranding.
That's like... That is a great point, man. Like, they're making a bold decision coming out around the same time as Elden Ring. And, like, yeah, like you said, Pokemon's the biggest franchise in the world. But, like...
They'll have the kids, but the adults who usually go in on Pokemon might be a harder sell.
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised they haven't, like, pushed the date back by, like, just a month. They already missed the Christmas window,
6
like...
months.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
fair.
right?
But just from a sales window perspective, like, they're already missing the holiday rush. Why not push it back a little bit more, get a little bit more time, avoid the Elden Ring window? I mean, you know, armchair game dev, armchair business, whatever, obviously, yeah, I know, but...
Maybe the only thing I can think of is maybe Nintendo has some other game planned for March. Because usually when games get pushed past Christmas to the next year, they get pushed for March because that's when the I don't know, what was it called? The tax thing ends for the year.
Oh, yeah, and there's different, like,
No,
quarters
sorry,
and
not
stuff.
that. Yeah, the fiscal quarter thing,
Yeah.
or the fiscal year ends. God, I sound like I know business. I don't know business. I'm thinking the words. But yeah, no, usually games come out around then because that's like their last point to cash in
Right.
and have stocks go up and shit.
Right. That's fair.
And they look good on their yearly report. So yeah, it's very surprising that they didn't push it back to that instead of January. So maybe something else is planned.
God, what
I
even
don't
would
know
that
what-
be, though? Like, Breath of the Wild 2 isn't coming out until, like, end of 2022 at the earliest.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's been no news on a Fire Emblem, so it's not like they're trying to avoid that.
Sinnoh Play 3.
Oh my god.
Actually, Actually, I joke, but there was a news article like the other week. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
One of the voice actors for Xenoblade 1 came out and just like, yeah, and we're doing Xenoblade 3, and wait, am I allowed to say that? Like,
Oh my god.
it's like the Devil May Cry 5 thing where they said it in an interview on some really low view podcast, but then it spread.
Oh my god.
And there were the reports back a couple months ago that like the composers are back doing the soundtrack for something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fucking wait.
But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. It'll be interesting to see for sure. But that said, though, were there any? I know we kind of did a closing thoughts thing and then went into a whole nother tangent. But are there any actual closing thoughts that we want to hit, or should we wrap this up?
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up. I'm sorry I've been rambling so much on my opinions for so long, but
dude, shut up. We both are talking.
Pokemon.
It's fine. we've been discussing equally. You're not rambling.
Oh no,
It's fine.
You're doing it too. I'm not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to the audience.
No, don't apologize to the audience. Screw the audience. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Oh god. All right,
Thank
guys.
you, Zachary, for sticking around though. All your comments have been great.
Yeah, it's been good chatting with you, bud, for sure. Thanks for coming out, guys. I know this is early, but they decided that, the early bird catches the worm or something, I guess. So, when there's more Pokemon news or other just general gaming news that we want to discuss, we'll do more streams like this, so long as we're both around, right? Maybe? Not to just sign you up, but I'm signing you up.
Oh, I'd love to.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. We will let you know the next time there is something to check out, but for now, I think we are going to bounce. So, have a good one, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your days. And, yeah, we'll talk to you next time. See you later, guys.
Bye.